It's Friday, June 12th. I'm Sharon Abobi, and this is Open Bid from FNDATA. We begin with the art world's biggest loss in years. David Hockney died at his home in London on Thursday at the age of 88. He was, by almost any measure, the most celebrated British painter of his generation. Born in Bradford in Yorkshire in 1937, he rose to prominence as a pioneer of pop art in the 1960s. David Hockney's work hangs in the Metropolitan Museum, the Museum of Modern Art, the Tate and the Centre Pompidou, among others. His 2017 retrospective at Tate Britain was the most visited exhibition in that gallery's history. He was a member of the Royal Academy and the Order of Merit, and, famously, he turned down a knighthood from the Queen Elizabeth II. In 2018, his 1972 painting, Portrait of an Artist, also known as Pool with Two Figures, sold at Christie's for $90 million. At the time, it was the most expensive work ever sold at auction by a living artist. Yesterday, we covered the first Christie South Asian arts auction in 7 years, and the results are in. Christie's in London held Sublime Shadows South Asian Art from a Distinguished Collection, and it totaled £18.9 million. It was Christie's first dedicated sale of its kind in London since 2019, and the house reported strong international demand for South Asian modern and contemporary art. We have a new world record in the handbags market. Christie's Handbags Online, the New York edit, closed for bidding and totaled $3.3 million, 97% sold by lot. The standout was a Fendi baguette, once owned by Elizabeth Taylor, which set a world record for the model at $21,590. Luxury stocks are surging on reports that the United States and Iran are nearing a deal to end their war. The Middle East had become a fast-growing market for luxury, and the sector was hit hard by the conflict. So the prospect of peace sends these names sharply higher. Stocks rallied broadly, and oil fell to its lowest level in months. Bloomberg notes that after months of steady gains, investors have spent the past week without a reliable playbook, swinging from the year's worst day on Wednesday this week to this rally in a matter of sessions. Here is where the European luxury names opened this morning against Thursday's close. LVMH, ticker MC on Euronext Paris, opened at €508, up 3% from Thursday's 493, and was up around 5% by mid-morning. Kering, ticker KER, opened at €268, up 3.4%. Hermes, ticker RMS, opened at €1,680, up 2.3%. In Zurich, Richemont, ticker CFR on the Swiss exchange, opened at 179 Swiss francs, up 2.9%, and Swatch, ticker UHR, opened at 205 Swiss francs, up 1.6%. In London, Watches of Switzerland, ticker WOSG, opened at 715 pence, up about 1.4%. Burberry, ticker BRBY, opened at 1,161 pence, up 2.1%. The US names opened later today at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. At LVMH, one of the smallest brands is now among the fastest growing. Business of Fashion reports that Pucci, under designer Camille Massili, has been revived with a Gen Z-friendly commercial take on its Mediterranean heritage. And in e-commerce, Farfetch has launched a new service called Farfetch First, which its chief commercial officer describes as a way to elevate the customer experience and support the brands it sells. Today, in the auction sale rooms, we have Christie's Important Watches sale in New York and its Paris Hermes handbag sale online. Sotheby's runs its Gem Drop sale today as well. Tomorrow, on Saturday the 13th, Bonhams will sell about 100 cars from the National Automobile Museum in Reno, and Phillips will hold its New York watch auction. The Sotheby's Important Watches sale will be on Monday the 15th. We'll cover the results from all these auctions with a big update on Monday's Open Bid. That's it on Open Bid for today, Friday, June the 12th. Closing price is this evening at 5 p.m. Eastern, and Open Bid returns on Monday morning at 6 a.m. I'm Sharon Abobi from FNDATA. Subscribe for notifications, and please give us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Thank you for listening.